Seahawks Today coming up in just a few moments from right now, but want to make sure that you are subscribed to Seahawks Today as we cover your team like no one else does with all year long Seattle Seahawks videos. And we are in the midst of a sub-battle with the Broncos breakdown as we count you down to kick off just a week away. And right now, we're losing to Broncos breakdown in new subscribers. They have 285. We're at 157. We got some catching up to do. Can't be losing to Russell Wilson and the Broncos. Not on my watch, folks. Join what we're doing each and every day here on the channel and subscribe now, youtube.com/Seahawks TV to get the best Seahawks coverage anywhere. That's youtube.com/Seahawks TV. Let's take it to Russell Wilson. Tyler Jones here with you. So glad to have you with us. On today's show, we are talking about Tua rumors to the Seahawks. More on that in a second. Also, an injury update on Kenneth Walker III. I have very good news on that front. Also, we will look at instant impact rookies for the Seahawks in 2022. They drafted 9 players in this year's rookie class, and some of the guys already will be impact players this season. I'll tell you about who those guys are in just a little while from right now. Let's start with the Miami Dolphins quarterback, Tua Tagovailoa, as Pro Football Network's Dallas Robinson is predicting that the Seahawks will add the Dolphins quarterback in 2023. No. They're not making a change before the season begins. They'll ride with Geno Smith and Drew Lock as their quarterback room for now, but looking ahead to 2023, this has been brought up as a possibility. Now, I know what you're thinking. Hold on a second. Isn't he got a lot going on with this Miami Dolphins team? I mean, they're stacked with bringing in Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle and all the guys there. I mean, there's a lot of hopes for this Miami Dolphins team. Let's go ahead and just listen to what Dallas Robinson had to say. Let's hear him out on this for a second. Let's complete the triangle. Garoppolo to the Raiders. And Derek Carr leaves to the Dolphins, leaves Tagovailoa in need of a new home. Let's send him to Seattle, where Pete Carroll and company are curiously opting to rely on Geno Smith as their starting quarterback entering the season. The Seahawks won't be good this year, but they're unlikely to be cellar dwellers like the Falcons, Texans, or Bears, all whom are in the midst of complete teardowns. Carroll is too competitive for that, and Seattle has enough pieces to keep them out of the top 5 picks in the 2023 draft. Tua could present something of a bridge option with upside. If the Dolphins are willing to trade him next spring, he probably played poorly enough that he won't command much of a price tag, but he's also young enough that he could start for at least one season while the Seahawks continue building up the rest of their roster. So, it's an interesting idea, but I just don't see it happening. And it comes down to self-respect. This is what I mean by that. If you're the Seattle Seahawks and you look at that Dolphins team, which spent a lot of money on Tyreek Hill and has some really good young talent there, that's a team that has a chance to make the playoffs, right? If Tua can't get it done for Miami, with a silver platter handed to him this year, if that's not good enough for Miami, why should that be good enough for Seattle? You're not going to be able to bring him in if he has a good year, so this scenario says that Tua struggles. And I just don't see that where if he struggles enough to move on, why you would want Tua at that point. To me, that just doesn't add up. I don't see it happening if the Seahawks bringing in Tua. The career stats on Tua, let's show you those. In 23 games played, he's had 27 touchdowns, 15 interceptions, completion percentage just over 66%, 4,400 yards. And, I mean, it's been up and down throughout his time. This is a make-or-break year for the Dolphins quarterback. And personally, I don't see the Seahawks being in a position to bringing in Tua. Either he plays well enough to keep his job and stays in Miami for a long time, or he plays bad enough where Miami moves on from him, and then we say to ourselves, well, why would you want to bring him in if he wasn't good enough for Miami? So that's where I'm at with this situation. What say you? Should Seattle add Tua next year? Is that the route they should go? If so, type HY for hell yes. If not, if you're in the boat where I'm at, type HN for hell no. Let me know in the comments section. HY for hell yes, HN for hell no on if the Seahawks should bring in Tua. Seahawks injury news today. We are talking about running back Kenneth Walker III, as a new report shows that Walker has made a quick recovery from hernia surgery. Here's the latest from Aaron Wilson of Pro Football Network, as he says that Walker, he had the surgery after the first preseason game against the Steelers. Now Walker has returned to practice, and there's a shot that he's ready for the first game of the year. It sounds more likely that he'll be ready for the second game, but he hasn't been ruled out yet. A league source emphasized that Walker is extremely tough and has made a speedy recovery from the hernia. So that's very good news. But here's the thing. There's no need to rush him back until he's 100% and ready. You look at this Seahawks running back room, and they really did their job throughout this preseason. Kenneth Walker was gone for a bit. Rashaad Penny was gone for a bit. Travis Homer and DJ Dallas both played so well, in particular DJ Dallas, and what he was able to do as a receiving back and potentially could be your third down back for Seattle, that there's no need to put Kenneth Walker out there before he's ready. It's good to see that he's making that recovery, and ideally you would like him to be back for week one, but if he's not there, if he's not 100% and the doctors don't clear him for that week one game, I'm not overly concerned because of what you've seen from those other backs. They should be able to take care of the job, and you bring Kenneth Walker III back when he was ready. Look, last year he was phenomenal at Michigan State. In 2021, 1,600 yards, 18 touchdowns. It's going to be a really good 1-2 punch with Penny and Walker, but there's no need to push this back before Walker is all there and ready to go personally. I'm very curious who's going to get more carries. Rashaad Penny looked as explosive as any running back in the National Football League at the end of last year. And then you have Rashaad Penny, who is arguably the best rookie running back of all of them, and was so good last year. And you've already had an injury with Penny and an injury with Walker. Who's going to get more carries this year? You tell me. Type KW for Kenneth Walker III. For Rashaad Penny, type RP. Let me know in the comment section. KW for Kenneth Walker III, RP for Rashaad Penny. Today's show is presented by BetUS, and we're offering a great deal right now. If you go to chatsports.com/bet, use the promo code Seahawks125, and you are going to get a 125% deposit bonus. So if you put $100 down, you're going to get $125 to spend for free. And it's available nationwide, all throughout the U.S. and all around the world. You can participate in what BetUS is offering here at chatsports.com/bet. You can even bet on a week one Monday Night Football when the Seahawks take on the Broncos. Early lines right now show the Broncos is about a 6.5-point favorite, and the over-under at 42. So go ahead and get your bets in. Take advantage of the Seahawks being an underdog at 6.5 at chatsports.com/bet, promo code Seahawks125. It's the dawn of a new era in Seattle, and General Manager John Schneider is pushing an always compete slogan ahead of the 2022 season. He spoke in an interview over the weekend with the Seattle Times, and this is what Schneider had to say about this new group there with the Seahawks. He said, "Exciting thing because the fans don't know what's coming and who's going to step forward. And I think there's a bunch of good opportunities for guys to really step forward. There weren't a lot of people who knew who Richard Sherman was, or Cam, or KJ, or Bobby for that matter." Talking about Cam Chancellor, KJ Wright, and Bobby Wagner, obviously. Russell Wilson, was a third-round pick when Pete decided to start him as a rookie, right? So these guys come out of nowhere. And here's the thing. Don't take me out of context on this, because I know some of you blogger boys are probably going to do that. But here's what I'm saying. You can't measure this group by wins and losses. Hear me out for a second on this, folks. Just pause the video if you have to. Here's what I mean by that. You have to measure this group of rookies by their development week to week. how much better are they getting individually? Are they making progress throughout the season? Are they getting better at their craft and at their position? Those things you can't measure with the win-loss record. You have to look at the individual production. What are they doing as individuals? And for me, here's what the instant impact rookies, who to watch for. Obviously, Charles Cross at your starting left tackle spot. Boye Mafe was outstanding in the preseason. He's going to be another one that, even though he won't be starting, he's going to get plenty of playing time. He'll be really good right away. Kenneth Walker III, going to be sharing the carries, as we mentioned, with Rashaad Penny. Maybe not ready to go week one. We'll see. But when he's out there, he's going to be effective. Abraham Lucas starting at the right tackle spot, a guy that we expect to start right away this weekend. And then your two rookie corners that you drafted on day 3, Kobe Bryant and Tariq Woolen, both of them haven't been ruled out as possibly starting on Monday night against the Denver Broncos. And we will see a lot of those guys throughout the season. So to me, those are the 6 names, the instant impact players to watch for this Seahawks team of the newcomers, the rookies here this season. Now here's your turn. Name an instant impact rookie, whether it was those 6 names or someone else. Who will be an instant impact rookie for the Seahawks this season? Let us know in the comments section below, and we will see you next time here on Seahawks Today. Thanks for joining us.